Tomia ke taroto no e tai pai nono matake la I anami e taroto moto shabaratane fia fitoroto motara ke la protomote shete. Blessings unto each of you. My name is Aliax-Lith of the Ancient Order of Armais. I am part of a sub-council on our homeworld in this galaxy. A request was made for more information regarding this order. The request has been made from those who are incarnated upon this world, who are part of the Order of Armais. This order was created a very, very long time ago. The purpose of this order is very simple. I want you to consider something. Upon your world, you incarnate. You are starseed. You incarnate upon this world. You walk your path. You have a role in your incarnation, a plan for your incarnation. You might be a healer where you come from. And in your incarnation, your path is different from that which is a healer. It is a role that you play. If you have what is termed a job in a mainstream job and you go to work, you are playing a role. Generally, when you interact with each other, you play roles because you are trying to present yourself in a manner that someone else will accept, instead of simply being who you truly are and allowing the other individual the opportunity to accept you for who you are. Our role is in attempting to maintain balance in the universe. There is a homeworld for us in most galaxies, not in all. There are those galaxies that are not inhabited, shall we say. Now, our homeworld in this galaxy is in what you would term the Orion sector. Now, there are those who assume that we must be reptilian because we are in the Orion sector. That is incorrect. We come from a multitude of different races. There is an energy signature, a vibrational frequency that is unique, that is inherent within the heart center. And when that happens, they are found and they are brought forth into the order where they are taught and trained, and they move into areas that are conducive to who they truly are and what their true abilities are. They are not forced. It is not slavery. It is not anything like that. When someone is chosen to be in the order, it is a tremendous honor. And yes, there have been those who have decided not to enter the order, and that is fine. Within the order, we have different areas that we have, if you will. We have those who are ambassadors, and they represent different worlds in this galaxy beyond. We have those who are warriors. We have those who are teachers. We have negotiating teams that will go in and help to find solutions between groups that are in conflict. Our job is very simple: to assist in maintaining balance, to enable all life to be able to walk their journey in their incarnations, in their lives, on their worlds, whatever the case may be. During the time of conflict, shall I say, we will participate. We do not serve light or dark. What we do is help to find the core issue that has created the conflict and take it away. There are those beings in this galaxy and in this universe who believe wholeheartedly that chaos, confusion, conflict, and death is the best way to move forward and to evolve. But when they cross that line, because they feel they are so right that they will force their beliefs and their truths on everyone else, we will step in to eliminate that from proceeding forward. We are those who, it is the wrong word. We have many tools at our disposal. Each planet that has life on it normally will have 3 dragons on the planet, underground, and their job is to maintain the energy of that world. They do not interfere in the destiny of that world. So if that world sits in a space where it is to be destroyed, they will leave before the destruction happens. But they will also ensure that there is enough of the humanity of that earth or the people of that planet that they are not lost, shall we say. The dragons are normally older, very wise, and they rarely interact with humans or with people in general, unless they are part of the order. And even then, there are certain ones that have more of a interaction, if you will, than others. We utilize a myriad of different things to ensure that we can create and maintain a balance. The balance is so vitally important because only through balance can individuals of any race, of any world, truly be able to move forward in their evolution, move through the different layers or dimensions that are there. And so it is our job to ensure this balance is maintained to the best of our ability. We do everything that we can and in our power not to interfere in other worlds. As you can imagine, there are many things that I will not discuss in this environment, but that is fine. This is an opportunity for you to understand something much greater, much more in line, if you will, with a greater truth. On this planet, there seems to be a mentality of competition. One person trying to make out that they're better than everyone else. When in truth, every starseed is here for a very specific reason. And they are here because they bring things within their attributes and within their energy field that is vitally important to this overall project. There are those listening to this right now who are part of the Order of Armais. And this order is very, very ancient. And you see, as you are incarnated here, you are just like every other starseed. There are some very specific starseeds incarnated here that have phenomenal authority on the other side. But that authority is limited here because, like you, they are incarnated on this planet. And they are incarnated for specific reasons, just as you are. The more you come together, the more you are accepting of each other, the more that you do not judge each other, the better it becomes for everyone. This is a very powerful time. There is much at stake. And there is much happening, much more than you can imagine. There is a push at the moment to ensure certain avenues are opened on this world, and we are contributing our energy to that, which will assist in transforming this world in alignment with the process that you all have taken this planet in. You see, it is you, the starseed, who has created this opportunity. Think about it. You have come from worlds that are higher dimensionally planed, shall we say. And you are dealing with people who have not experienced that. Your input and your energy is invaluable to what is happening here. So remember that. We have several ships here. They are in amongst those of the Ashtar Command. We have a delegation that is currently meeting with the High Council of the Godstar. As there was recently a meeting of the Grand High Council of the Order. There is no world where the Grand High Council resides. And they don't meet very often. We are very well informed on what is happening here. we are also assisting in the process of removing those of darkness from this world. Those who are of darkness and incarnated as starseed, they will not be removed prematurely. They will depart after their current incarnation is complete. But there are many others of darkness that are here on this world. And we have begun a process of rooting them out and removing them, because a decree has come forth, not from us, of course, that this planet is now allowed to proceed to its next logical conclusion, which eventually will eventuate in its ascension. And so there is a protection around this planet that has been there for a very, very long time, and that does not change now. It is very vitally important to remember that you walk a path that is more vitally important than you can possibly imagine. Our people recognize this. You see, the order is made up of different races of individuals. We can stand in a group of people and no one would know that we are there. We do not serve the light and we do not serve darkness. There is a process that we go through which removes that out of us. It doesn't remove it. It brings everything into balance. And that is anchored within us. I am not used to this form of communication. Generally, for myself, my main form of communication is what you term telepathic. But in order to do this, I must be able to speak. Well, you know what I mean. It was my goal, my plan, if you will, not to take questions, but I have been asked to do so. And therefore I will. But before that, I need you to understand something. The more you can focus within yourself, the more you can focus on your personal connection with home, with Source, with all that is, the more that you will be able to fully walk your path on this world, in this planet. This is a time of a great shift. We have several other ships coming this way. And the reason is because when a world gets to this particular point in its process, in its evolution, it needs a little bit of additional assistance, support, and protection. It is a critical time of transformation on this world. And there are many things happening you are unaware of, and to be honest with you, you do not need to be aware of them, because your focus is on your role, on your path, on this planet. We take what we have and we give to this universe, to this galaxy. We give ourselves in service, for we are also known as the guardians of the universe, because our job is very simple: to maintain balance. We are not there to destroy or bring harm to anyone. But at the same time, when something is so far out of balance that there is no way back, we will wipe that imbalance away. Literally, there is nothing we are incapable of doing. However, we are very fully versed in all aspects of what we need to know in order to assist in maintaining that balance. I will now take questions. Balance is the key. So many believe that it has to be focused in light or focused in darkness. But the actual balance, when you can balance within, then you can walk a balanced life. In this world, it is a world of duality. You may be a light worker. You may be a dark worker. You may be a placeholder, a guardian, watcher, whatever. But the bottom line is that if you incarnate upon this world, you have a light side and a dark side. You have both sides. Any individual can do incredible goodness as well as incredible darkness and evil. By finding that balance point within you, then you can be the true light worker that you are. You can be the true starseed that you're here to be. It's not about ignoring one over the other. It's not about giving one more credence than the other. It's about finding that middle balanced point within. That is vitally important. James, no. Next question. Do not hesitate to ask your questions, because this is not going to be a common occurrence, I can assure you. A special dispensation was granted to the order for this communication to occur. We chose the medium, we chose the location, and we chose the individual to speak through. And there are reasons for each one we will not go into. Samantha, I will assume that you are asking, are you with Axion? Not in this moment, but I will be joining with her shortly. For those of you who may not know, Axion is the head of the Sub-Council of the Order of Armais here in this galaxy, and her voice carries great weight. You see, unlike this world, consideration of what someone does is not based upon gender. But I am willing to take any questions that you may have. If it is something that is applicable, I will be more than happy to answer it. Helene, you struggle with addiction. I have seen addiction. Very different from what you may refer to as addiction. But the only way to break an addiction is through choice. You see, if you desire something and it is bringing harm to you, but you feel you are addicted to it, it's about every time that comes up, you make a different choice. You stick to your choice. If you succumb to the choice, you do not judge yourself, you do not criticize yourself. Make a different choice next time. Your issue has to do with the past life, and it is something that you need to deal with and release, and that will assist you with your addiction. Some of your questions are not actually on topic, and so I will bypass those questions that I am not here to answer. Will this world come into balance after the shift or still remain in duality? Duality continues up and through generally the 9th dimension. So even once the people of this world go through their ascension process and they move up into the 5th dimension, they will still be in a world of duality, but it will be very different. It is a more conscious place. Choice, you see, choice, and this is what I was speaking about with the other question, choice is the vital ingredient here. Not because someone else does it, not because it is the accepted view of your society to do it. You make a choice based on your heart, based on what resonates within. Discernment is a vital component to your incarnations. For those of us within the order, we will spend a great deal of time on discernment until we truly master it and perfect it. And I can assure you, no one on this planet has the level of discernment we do. Even those who are part of the order themselves, while incarnated here, they don't have that level that they would have if they were truly back where they are from, shall we say. One does not need to say if someone is in the order. If someone is in the order, they are able to discern that for themselves. I will not tell anyone whether they are or are not in the order, for only an individual who is incarnated here would be able to tell if they are. There are certain signs, if you will. The way you tell truth from lies is within your heart. It's about listening to your heart. For you, your heart has been damaged through different relationships, different things that have happened in your life where you have blamed yourself because you say, oh, well, I made the wrong choice. You have to shift that around and trust more in the heart. Discernment is a vital component to walking a path, whether it is on this world, whether it is where I am from, whether it is no matter where you are. Discernment is a vital tool that you must use and utilize in order to be able to achieve what you are here to achieve. The best advice that I have for you to assist you in moving more into balance with yourselves is explore who you are. If you have a negative thought, don't just dismiss it, but ask yourself where it comes from. Why did you have that negative thought? Does that negative thought last? Or can you get upset or angry at something, experience that feeling, and then let it go? For many people, they get very angry and very upset with things, and what ends up happening is they feel like they cannot express it, they cannot share this, they cannot state anything. So they submerge it within themselves, and all they are doing is creating a cancer that will eat away at them. By expressing your anger and frustration, that will assist you in maintaining more of a balance within yourself. Being able to see those aspects of yourself you don't like and deciding, I can shift this, I can change this, to bring it more into balance. These are ways of moving more into balance. Also, meditation, prayer, these sorts of things also assist us. Speaking to your guides, interacting with those who are supportive. It's not about what can you do for me? It's about how can I assist myself in being who I am meant to be. Very vitally important. Depends upon your opinion on the number 9. The number 9 might indicate completion. It might indicate power. it might indicate complete power. There are different meanings depending upon who you speak to. I am familiar with the number system on this world, and it stands for completion. But the number 9 can also stand for power. Power is very important. Wielded correctly, wielded properly. Vitally important. In my truth, in my experience, 9 is all about completing a task, a pathway, and preparing to move into the next layer, the next level, the next thing. That is what it means to me. Teaching others to learn to not be wanting the things that do not serve their highest good, and the best way to remove unneeded stuff. The first thing that I would say on teaching others to learn to not be wanting the things that do not serve their highest good is stop paying attention to what everyone else tells you you should have. Stop listening to others tell you you have to have this and you have to have that. You don't have to have anything. Have what you desire within your heart, what resonates within your heart. You cannot tell someone else you don't need that. You can only tell yourself that. Each individual has to make the determination of what is right for them. They have to make the determination of what it is for them that is most required for their happiness, for their highest and greatest good. The other thing to remember is you also do not know what their path is all about. Perhaps they are gaining things or grabbing things and having things that don't serve, but they're doing it because it's part of a experience that they're wanting to experience. You don't know. It is about encouraging people to focus on what is for their highest and greatest good. And the best way that I find for myself to release things is when I focus on my body and feel the different aspects of my body. I feel those places that are blocked, those places that feel heavy. So I go through and I gather these things and I put them into a large basket and I throw the basket out. Others use chess. Some people use all sorts of things. It is your responsibility to focus on that. Is also about bringing yourself back into balance within yourself. Is letting go of those things that no longer serve. Is there a time frame for the undesirable beings' removal from this planet? Sure. Probably within the next 125 of your years. It is a process because there are those who are incarnated and some who incarnated not that long ago. And once incarnated, they have the right to fulfill that incarnation in that lifetime, unless an agreement is made with another soul and a walk-in experience occurs, but that is strictly between the soul of the one that is incarnated and the soul on the other side. Discernment is so vitally important. You ask because you are tired of being here. You feel as though you're doing nothing important. You're doing very important things here, and let me tell you why or how that is. This is to, what was Tammy? Very interesting. If you were not doing anything important here, if your being here was not necessary, not required, not purposeful, you would not be here. Things ebb and flow. For a time, everything is quiet, and then all of a sudden everything is jumping and moving, and everything is moving quickly and fast. But it is always important that you are where you are. If you are tired of your current physical location, discern, where do you need to be? Where should you be? There is no law that says you have to remain where you are. But as long as you are required here, you will be here. One thing you need to understand also is that there are many times, not just for you, but for many of you, where you are doing a great deal more than you realize or think. Ursula, why are star seeds divested of their abilities while incarnated here if they are to be able to help mankind? They have the tools that they require to do what they are here to do. You have to understand something. Although there is a great deal more native humans on this planet than star seeds, the combined efforts of the star seeds doing what they are doing makes a massive difference to this world. If the star seeds weren't doing what they are doing, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And many things would be very different right now. They do not have their abilities held from them. They are doing exactly what they are here to do. Your focus, Tina, should be on one thing, and that is your connection with your heart. And do not worry about anything else at this moment, but focus on that, focus on your discernment, and focus on what you are doing in your life, in your environment, in the now moment. That is where your focus needs to be. There will be those here in protection of this world for quite some time to come. The project doesn't actually fully complete until the humanity of Earth, the native humans, have gone through their ascension process and have gone into that higher dimensional experience and plane. And then they join a large group of worlds and beings, and it opens up all sorts of different things. And that particular type of protection, although it will decrease as it gets closer to that point of ascension, it will still be here until it is completed. There will be some form of protection here. No one is going to be ascending into the fifth dimension in this incarnation. My time is up. I appreciate your patience with me. I appreciate your listening to what I had to say. We give our love and blessings to all of you, and please know that you are protected on this world, that you need to find the balance within and focus on uncovering your heart to discover why you are here. You are loved and treasured beyond measure. And so at this time, I will complete this in this manner. Tomia taeta torotomote, I ta yanorotomoeta, shiayana torotomoete, yaya mota yete kila protomoeta, iama yete torotomoete, fika e torotomoa, ya la hea to moete, ya moya, ya moe, oya, oya ya moya, shoita, kite karate.